Welcome back to Floating Through Life with me, Shay Monet, a safe space where nothing exists but the present. These discussions will make you dive deeper into yourself, topics to remind you and to remind us of the power within to help ourselves heal and help others flourish as well. Oh my gosh, it's just been a morning. Between my laptop giving me a hard time and my phone talking about I have no storage again, when I pay for 2 terabytes worth of storage. Trying not to get upset. But anyway, how are you guys? I hope y'all are doing marvelous today. It's been 2 years since I started this podcast on the 9th. So, yeah, some time has passed. But it's been 2 years, y'all. Yay me. Now we're just starting to finally get the visual aspect. But yeah, 2 years on the podcast, and just to let y'all know, I always write down my notes, so if y'all see me looking down, that's what's happening. And I'm sorry I have not, been posting or came out with another episode. I just been so, not like super busy to where like I can't make one like right now because I literally had to leave within 30 minutes, but just busy in my brain. We already, talked about the last episode where my anxiety has been getting to me, and a little bit of imposter syndrome too. So that's what's really been happening, as to like why I haven't been doing it. Plus just trying to like plan for my birthday. Yes, my birthday is next Monday, in 6 days, but yeah, just planning for that. I have a party coming up. Like it's a lot going on, as well as just me being who I am. Like, yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys did like the last episode about, anxiety. I had a good couple people, tell me that they've been feeling that too. I just think it's the retrograde, plus, the blood moon plus it's eclipse season, so it's a lot going on. And I was talking to somebody, and they were just like, not to be rude, but like, what does the full moon have to do with like how you act right now? And if you're not a spiritual being, if you don't know much about astrology and know that the planets and the moon and the stars and your north nodes and all that type of stuff do have a great influence on your beliefs and your ideas and stuff, then we're just not gonna click. But yeah, and another thing I do want to touch on before we get into today's discussion, I want guests on here, like for real. I know, it's still on the come up, but I definitely want some people on here, whether, that's friends or just if you want to talk about something on the podcast, please let me know. But yeah, I want to get some people on here. I want to actually cultivate a community and not just me chatting all day. Today, it's kind of like a continuation on the last episode, but in a different way. So just start off, I've been really emotional lately, like whether that's good emotions, to label them good or bad emotions, but I've been really emotional, and I've been crying a lot, like a lot, and half of the time I don't even know why I'm crying. Like, I'm just crying. But, like, I would just say, to give some examples, like, I'm driving to work, got a good drive to work. So I try and put on, like, some, either, like, music that I haven't listened to in a long time, or songs that I do listen to, but I don't know. I just put on music that, like, gets me going for the day. And, excuse me, I would be listening to like some songs. I would say one song that in particular that I do remember is Mirrors by Justin Timberlake. And when it comes to music or anything, we're going to get more into that, but I feel things so intensely. Like I feel things to the point where like I embody that. Like I don't know how to explain it. But bro, when I tell you like it brought me to tears, like just everything about the song. Like I could just feel it in my bones. Like I don't even know how to explain it. Music wasn't even up that loud. Like it was just ooh, I don't even know. Like I'm starting to tear up a little bit, and plus these lashes are kind of annoying. I was trying to be cost effective and do my own lashes for my birthday, so yes, yay me. But anyway, yeah, or I will be watching like a TikTok on, say, like a kid like knowing how to do something at an early age, like, or like just even seeing like black people, like a collage of like black people on like a song or something. Like I don't know, like it just brings me to tears because like bro, like I love my community. Like I wouldn't want to be any other race than black. Even just thinking about things that I do have and like just being grateful for life. Like when I go outside on like the walks that I go on, or even just driving to work, like just noticing nature. Like even right now, like the sky has no clouds. Like it's just so blue. The flowers are blooming. Like everything is turning green. Like it just, I'm so thankful for life. I'm so thankful for human life. I'm so thankful for plant life, insect life, animal life, all lives, all life forms. If you are a living being, I am thankful for you. And I am thankful for the universe creating all of us and putting us all together. I also get overstimulated easily. Like, and at first I didn't understand like why. I do know now after, unpacking my feelings. But I get overstimulated so easily, like it's annoying. Like if I go to like a cafe or something, like I can't really focus or like get shit done because I hear everything. I hear them making the fucking, of course, duh, making the coffee, but even like the workers just having their little chatter in the back, everybody's conversations, the chairs moving, everybody typing on their laptops, all the of drinking coffee. Like it's just too much. Like sometimes I get too overwhelmed. I have come to the realization that it's mostly because I absorb people's energy, but also because with crying, it's a form of release. Like my aunt told me that tears are liberation for the soul. Like you're literally releasing that energy with the tears, with the crying, with the whatever you do while you cry. And then when I do cry, I feel better. Like even in the instances where I'm crying because I'm grateful, like I feel better. Like I feel even better than I did before. Like I don't know. I think it's because, it's not even I think, I know it's because I'm an empath. And let's just unpack what an empath is. Hold on. An empath is a person who is highly attuned to the emotions and feelings of others, often experiencing them deeply and intensely, sometimes to the point of feeling overwhelmed. Now that's different from being a sensitive person. And I know in society, like, they try and use it synonymously, but it's not. An empath is a sensitive person, but not all sensitive people are empaths. And I think, let me research, but I think like 2% of our population are empaths. Let me see though. Yep, roughly 1 to 2% of the population are empaths. they're not synonymous. A highly sensitive person is an individual with heightened sensitivity to stimuli, including emotional, social, and environmental factors. However, empaths have a more developed intuition and absorb emotions like sponges, which is literally me. I've learned how to not do it as much, getting older. I go beyond feeling it. Like I put myself in their shoes, and then I think like, well, if I can just find a way to like just take all of that like bad energy from them and like just give it to me, like hopefully like that will make them feel better. And I felt like I was being a good person by doing that. But in all actuality, I was harming myself, and I was doing myself no justice, because now, yeah, that person feels better, and yeah, they might thank you, and but now you have their feelings, and it's harbored in you, and you're walking around with those emotions, and you're wondering why you're so overstimulated, why you're so easily triggered, why you're crying out of nowhere. But it's because you took those emotions from that video that you watched, or that movie that you watched last night, or the calming your friend down a couple hours before, or your mom just venting to you, or just things in that nature. Like, yes, regular people can just take those vents and then just move on, and like not let that affect them, because my friend is just venting to me. It's just life. But me, that's why I had to be like selective as to when I listen to those vents and stuff, because I am not easily able to not let those affect me as well. Because especially if you're a person that I care about, if you're going through something, it's gonna hurt me. Like, it feels like I'm going through it too, like to the point where I might even cry for you. I might cry more for you than you cry for yourself. And I always had that problem. And then on top of that, being a sensitive person in society is deemed as bad, and that you need to get a grip and calm down and have tough skin and thick skin. But in all actuality, they want you to suppress them. And if you suppress your emotions, at some point they're going to come out. They're going to come out, and not in the way that you want it, and not in the easiest way, because the easiest way is just to let your feelings happen and then just, move on. Because emotions are energy in motion. You're not going to always be happy. You're not going to always be sad. You're not going to always be angry. You just have to feel that in that moment and move on, because another one is about to come. Yeah, if you suppress them, they're going to come out worse. I promise you. So you might as well just let them flow. Let them flow. And being a sensitive person or empath like me, that does not mean that you need to change or water yourself down or conform. No, you just need to change your environment. You just need to change who you're around, because if those people are trying to suppress you and tell you that what you're doing is too much and you're doing too much, and oh, you need to calm down and blah blah blah, you need to have thick skin and blah blah blah, you're too easily la la la, that's not the people for you. Point blank period. There are times where you need to stand up for yourself, have boundaries, all that type of jazz, and we'll get into that. But also, I shouldn't have to change me being sensitive, being more susceptible to feeling things and to, I don't even know. My brain is farting because I'm looking at the time and I'm like, I need to go to work. Anyway, but yeah, that does not mean I need to water myself down just because you don't know how to handle your emotions. Yes, with being an empath, it's harder to regulate our emotions. I have been learning how to do that, and we'll get into that as well. But that does not mean we don't regulate it just because we feel it more intensely or our reactions are bigger than other people. Being sensitive, being an empath, being a crybaby is being true to who you are. If that's who you are, that's who you are, and that's okay. Just because other people don't like it, find some other people. Point blank, period. Also, have boundaries. And boundaries, not just with people, but with yourself. Yeah. If you know you're not in the headspace to be on social media or to watch a certain movie or to listen to certain music because you know that right now I'm sorry if y'all hear my dog, she's doing some nastiness in the background. Nessa. Anyway, if you know you're not there, like you have to check in with yourself. That's another thing. I've learned how to, not, of course, like observe other people's emotions and be there for them, but not absorb them, by being mindful, by being self-aware. I know I shouldn't be listening to that type of music right now, so let's not. Let's listen to some Michael Jackson, some uplifting stuff, or a podcast. Sometimes when I know, like, I'm very, like, my brain is a sponge right now, that's when I listen to a podcast because, I'm listening to something that's helping me and not something that can self-destruct me later on in the day. Just having boundaries with yourself and with others. And of course, you can still be there for them. But if you know they're going through something and you know you're going through something and you don't have enough space for both of your emotions right now, you have to be real with yourself and you have to be real with them and you have to tell them, I'm sorry, but I cannot right now. Point blank, period. But whatever, just have boundaries. And I'm working on that myself because it's hard, especially with yourself. Telling yourself no. Do you know how sometimes it feels damn near impossible to tell myself no? Because who am I telling myself no? But telling yourself no and telling yourself be patient and telling yourself you need to wait or telling yourself let's not, we don't need that, it's harder than most people think. I just feel like I know I'm put here to heal because that's another trait of empaths, that they have healing attributes and a healing energy to them. And that's the whole point of this podcast, is to help people heal and flourish. And I feel like I also embody that with me wanting to be in the medical field since I can't even remember. Like, I always wanted to be a doctor. I always wanted to help people, especially my community. I always wanted to help people. So I just feel like I've been put here to heal and to also teach, because some of the topics that we talk about, some people don't even, think about on the daily basis. So I'm here to put new perspectives into people's lives, as well as learn. I love learning. Like, that's one thing. Yeah, I'm not in school. And then don't even get me started on school learning. But I love learning. Like, I love learning. I love taking in information. I love applying that information that I learned in real life. Like, it's a fulfilling experience. I'm grateful to even be an empath. I'm grateful to even be able to absorb people's emotions and to feel my emotions this intensely, and to be so passionate about things that I love, things that I don't like, things that, bring me peace. Because some people don't know how it feels to feel that way, to even be brought to tears by a simple song, to be brought to tears by a simple gesture, to be so grateful to where your heart just feels like it's throbbing and falling out of its chest because it's so full. I'm just grateful to be me. I am. I wouldn't ask for another soul, another being, another family, another household, another set of friends, another set of dating life, another anything. I'm supposed to be who I am right now. And I am so grateful for that. I just noticed I didn't even check in with y'all. Let's do that at the end right now, before we get into our affirmations, because I know that was very heavy, So let's breathe in. Let it out. Let's do it one more time. If y'all hear a little mucus behind that, it's allergy season. Yeah, it's very bad allergy season for me right now, as well as eczema. But let's close because I need to hurry up and go to work. Y'all know what the affirmations, y'all can say it in your head, y'all can repeat it after me, write it, save this one part of the episode, whatever y'all got to do. But let's begin. I am enough. It's going to always be the first one. I am enough. I embrace my unique perspective and appreciate my heightened senses. It's a big one. I am learning to trust my intuition. I am allowed to feel my feelings, and they are valid. Let's breathe in one more time. I am so grateful for y'all. I'm so grateful to have this platform, to have this space to just vent. I need to come here more. And I just feel like because I added a video aspect, I have a little more anxiety, but we're going to get over that. I got this. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please stay tuned for the birthday vlog, because it's coming out soon. And yeah, I hope you guys have a marvelous day. Bye.